what we're going to look at today is the comfort seat. This, which is a street twin stroke speed twin seat, and the Marmite seat of the group, the King and Queen seat. And we'll take a look at that in a moment. But we'll start off with the comfort seat, because this one is the one that is most keeping with the original design that come with the bike. But I bought this second hand about 5 or 6 years ago to replace the standard one, because you'd find on the standard one your arse would go numb after about 45 minutes. And this, have to say, is considerably better. But visually, that kind of flat plank-like look keeps with the original styling of the standard seat, and the white trim on it does look quite cool, and it also has it on the back. It's ever so slightly taller than the standard one, and I will sit on it in a minute, and you'll just see we'll use this as like a baseline when we compare it to the other two seats. But it looks great, and you can probably pick them up about £100 on eBay. But if we get it off the main stand, so that is with both feet on the ground. I'm about 5'3", 27.5-inch leg, and you can see with these boots on that I'm on tiptoes slightly on both sides. Now, if I put one foot on the foot peg, and I'll do that on the side that you can't see, then I can get that foot flat by resting it against the foot peg slightly, but it is flat on the ground, and that is quite comfortable. And the positioning with the handlebars and everything feels quite nice. And it's just a very classy, quality looking seat. What I will do with this one as well, and we'll use this again as a baseline, I will measure the seat height with it on the centre stand, because I can't do it while it's on the side stand. That shows that at about 32 inches. It's hard to actually do this. Might need a piece of wood. What I'll do, I'll measure the seat height with it on the centre stand, and that way that gives you a baseline for what it's like if you compare the three different seats to each other, what they'll give you different. Obviously it'll be different to what it says in the specifications, because A, it's on the centre stand, and B, I have changed the rear shock, so it will be ever so slightly different. But you'll see between the two, and it's surprisingly quite hard to do this, that works out at just under 33 inches, yeah, 800, so that works out about 828 millimeters with it on the centre stand. And we'll compare that to the King and Queen suite and the street twin seat in a moment. Next up, we have the street twin seat. So I brought this on eBay about 6 months ago, and I used it through the winter. I think I got it for about £90, something like that, £100 maybe. And it is, as far as I'm aware, it is the standard seat off of the street twin stroke speed twin. Now, just for confusion, Triumph changed the name of the 900 street twin to be a speed twin 900. This is a different seat than what will be on the speed twin 1200, because that has a different frame, so don't buy one for that. I posted a video on Instagram recently, and I had some people say that this does not fit this bike, but it does, because you're about to see in a minute, and I've been riding with it for quite a while. And to prove that as well, before I bought this on eBay, I phoned up Dave Deff Motorcycles in the Isle of Wight Triumph dealership, who've been really helpful to the channel over the last few years, and said, could they take a seat off of a speed twin 900, which I'd sat on a week before, and try it on a T100 or T120 in the showroom, and they did, and it fit perfectly, which is why I then went to buy this. So the street twin seat does fit the T100. Long story short. Though it is a little bit fiddly to fit first time, but once it's on, it's fine. There we go. One thing to watch out for, because it is a lower seat on this street twin, the side panel that you do have on the T100 and T120 is very, very close there. So that might be when people say it doesn't fit, that's probably what they're referring to. But it touches it, but I've not noticed any scratches whatsoever. There is an even lower Street Twin aftermarket seat. I wouldn't fit that to this because I think that will probably then rub against the side panel and scratch it. Whereas that, it's tight, but it does fit, and it's caused me no issues whatsoever. It's quite a cool looking seat. It's not as classic as the comfort seat because it's not a bench seat in the flat manner that is, but it scoops out in the middle, and I quite like that. And it narrows in the centre. So the centre bit, and I should have measured the other one, and I will in a minute, that works out at about 18 centimetres, actually even less actually when you go to the bit right up against the tank, about 16, 17. So, but you also got the bulge of the side panels. So that scoopness, narrowness of the seat, if you are a little bit short in the leg and you are a little bit worried about seat height in the T100 compared to the Speed Twin, this is an option, and it's a very cheap option. Right, so if I do the same again, both feet down on the ground, you can see I'm just got more of my foot down with this seat just because it's that little bit narrower. And if I put one foot on the foot peg, I'm easily flat-footed on the Street Twin seat. And that narrowness does allow you to have a little bit more to get you to kind of tuck in with the tank. In terms of comfort, because this is the standard seat, it is naturally more firmer than the comfort seat. I haven't done really long rides, no longer than an hour, but I will find this, you will find this on a longer journey a bit more likely to go numb. And my wife found it not as comfortable as the comfort seat. And the benefit that we thought we might gain out of having lower down for me wasn't offset with her being a bit more uncomfortable. If I was a little bit shorter, then I think it would be absolutely the way to go, because you'd have to just go, well, that would help at traffic lights or things like that. But for me, it's not required. But for other people a little bit shorter, it could be a total game changer and could allow you to go for, if you prefer the styling of the T100 or the T120 with the spoked wheels, it could allow you to go for one of them. And if you're a new rider, if you just perhaps passed your test and you just bought yourself one of these, it could be the way to go until you build up more confidence, and then you might go back to the standard seat or the custom seat. So a great seat, and it does fit. But let's measure it. (81.2), 812. So that is significantly lower, and I'll put both compared to each other on the bottom of the video because I can't remember. Let's move on to the Marmite seat, which is the seat you love to hate, the King and Queen seat. So I got this about 2 years ago. There was a Triumph dealership down in Dorset, or an ex-Triumph dealership, selling some old parts. And it was missing the little buttony bit there, so I just put a little bit of tape over it. I got this with the intention of being more comfortable to up, and I wanted to see what it was like, and I got it at a good price. But people hate this seat. It's literally, like I say, Marmite. Some people online I've read say that this has no place on a Bonneville. They get absolutely disgusted if it's on there. I put a little Instagram short, YouTube video short up about a year ago showing this, and I literally got abuse for putting this on the seat, which I personally find quite comical. But let's look into why, or if it's justified to be so upset by a seat. Well, it isn't, obviously. It's a seat, and anyone can do whatever they want with their bike. But bear in mind, the Bonneville T100, T120 is all meant to be the styling of the 60s and 70s, whether it be the T120 original, obviously, or the T140 or the Tiger or the likes. And the King and Queen seats were a very, very common upgrade back in the 60s and 70s. So there's no reason to not see these on a bike. You'll see a T140 with these on, or a Commando. So they fit the aesthetics of the bike as far as I'm concerned. Certainly more so than perhaps chopping off your rear mudguard, which you would have never seen on a bike in the 70s or the 60s. So I think it looks fine. But the idea of it is well, clearly it's comfort. You can see that it's thicker foam than the other seats, and it will be more comfortable for long journeys. What I have found with it though, and I get it with the street twin seat, is it sometimes is a little tricky to get on. At that time went on actually quite easily, but sometimes you'll be fiddling about with it, which might be more to do with the lugs on my bike. But the comfort seat fits on first time. It's just the other two seats seem to be a bit of a faff. But once it's on, it's not going anywhere. And you can see that is a very soft, comfortable seat, and it's wider too. So at the point of the tank, it's not that different to the other two seats. But the bit where your backside's on, that is 35 centimeters. If you compare that to the comfort seat, and this would be a good way to show the difference in the kind of foam you get on both. That is at the center, 30 centimeters, so that's 8 centimeters different across. So if you're doing a long motorway journey, that's a big difference. And at the back for the pillion, looking at 27 on the comfort seat and 32 for the pillion. So it's quite a difference. And once you start putting on the hundreds of miles, you will feel the benefit. But if I lined all three seats up against each other, you can see there quite clearly the difference in padding. So about 13 centimeters on the King and Queen, about 9.5 on the Comfort, about 8 to 9 on the Speed Twin seat. So you, depending on what you want out of a seat, whether that be seat height, comfort, all the rest, you can see the difference quite clearly there. But I mean, we'll sit on it in a second, but personally, I don't think that looks out of place on a Bonneville. I know many agree, but I'm happy with it, hence why I bought it, and hence why I've kept it. And actually, despite the fact it being a thicker seat, because it's so soft, your foot isn't that different on the ground. Yes, it is. So that's both feet on the ground, and you can see I'm on a little bit more tiptoes than the comfort seat or the Speed Street Twin seat, but not massively. And if I put one foot down and one foot on the brake side foot peg, actually it's flat. That foot is flat-footed, and these are not the most heaviest bikes in the world. So actually, that feels perfectly fine, and you can feel it actually really gripping your seat. And if you were doing a longer, you slide yourself back a bit, your backside fits really nicely into the seat. So I like it, and I think it's well worth the money. And on the finance side of things, I would not buy any of these seats new. Each single one I got on eBay or I picked up along the way, and I would recommend you do the same because you'll save a fortune, because it's about probably less than a third of the price of a brand new one. If I had to choose one of the three, 100%. If I had to just be like, and actually I am thinking of selling two of them because I need space in the shed now. I've got the R45. The comfort seat is the all-rounder. It's not too high. It's very comfortable long distance. It does look great. As much as I don't understand the hate towards this does look great. It's just a great seat. So if you're going to buy one, it would be that one. If you want an all-rounder, it'd be that one. If you're doing lots of miles, lots of motorway miles, or lots of two-up miles, be the King and Queen seat. If you're worried about your feet, because you're a little bit short in the leg, or you might have perhaps an injury on one side and you just want a little bit more confidence, then go with the Street Twin. I hope that's been useful. If it has, give the channel a like and subscribe, because that really helps to bring the channel up through the algorithms. It also helps when I talk to other companies about getting samples to try on the bike. The subscription count really helps that. So put in the comments if you've had any of these seats, and if you really do hate the King and Queen seat, by all means put in the comments. Yeah, I hope that's been useful. see you on the next video. It's a Sunday, so I'm going to give the Bonneville a run, and I'll probably... I haven't used a king queen seat for ages, so I'm going to give that a go. Ride safe. See you on the next video. You right? You want to come for a ride? Come for a ride, Bet? Yeah, good girl.